doesn't really know how it works, but he knows that it works. Forge served in the military during the Vietnam War and lost a leg and a hand, but he was able to build replacements, so he has kind of these cybernetic implants, which is kind of his signature look. And in addition to his mutant ability to understand and create inventions, he was trained as a youngin. He was trained in kind of mystical shaman arts, like he could open up portals to other places, or he could see far away, or he could kind of walk on this astral plane. He kind of learned all of these mystical things. He doesn't do them much, and he hasn't done them in a long time, so he's a little out of practice, but it's something that he's shown in the past that he's able to do. So those are probably the most prominent Native American characters. Not all of them. So if there's a...
The summit with Kim Jong-un, Trump hailed in a tweet that there was, quote, no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea. And now he's admitting it's not going well. This is really a change in tone, and one that doesn't come often from this president.
What we're saying is that Trump's private frustration with the progress of the North Korean nuclear diplomacy spilling out into public view actually for the very first time. And what that reflects is a change in the internal battle inside the top level of the Trump administration over what's going on, how bad is it, and what we should do about it. National Security Advisor John Bolton, but not just Bolton, a lot of others, have been pushing the president privately to take what they call a more realistic approach, but what others call a more hawkish approach. And that means talking tough to Kim Jong-un, acknowledging what they see as the reality that there has been no progress to denuclearization, and considering a pivot to a stance that's more public, more confrontational, might include more pressure mechanisms like sanctions. And it seems that today, those hardliners have won the day because the president is now taking that exact public position. Now, that doesn't mean we know what's going to happen tomorrow. Remember, this could be a tactical play by the president. Right before the Singapore summit, he canceled the summit, and everybody panicked. And then a few days later, it was back on when Kim Jong-un did something to prove that he was still interested. So we have to entertain the possibility that the president is sending a signal to North Korea and also to China, cut the crap, get going on the things that we want you to get going on, and then everything can be okay again. And one last thing is that when the president says at the end, I look forward to seeing you soon, but you're not going to see Mike Pompeo, well, isn't he cutting his own top diplomat off at the knees by canceling his trip one day later and saying, Kim Jong-un, deal with me, I'm the president, and we'll talk about dealing with Pompeo some other time. It's pretty astounding.
Or is he trying to have it both ways, sort of maintain the close friendship, so to speak,
Sticks and
with
carrots.
Kim Jong-un, but at the same time saying you're not going to get to talk with us?
Possible.
You wrote. Go ahead, Michelle.
You have President Trump at the same time